Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Greetings of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq to His Excellency Qais Said, President of the Tunisian Republic, are conveyed. The Council of Arab Interior Ministers awards His Majesty the Sultan the Prince Naif Medal for Arab Security of the highest distinction, the most prestigious Arab Security Medal. The Sultanate of Oman affirms during the launch of the Indian Ocean Conference the shared responsibility to protect the marine environment, ensure freedom of navigation and enhance cooperation and dialogue. The ISEF Middle East Conference or Sponsorship Scholarship Forum discusses in Muscat the student exchange opportunities, scientific and research partnerships and scholarship challenges. And the Supervisory Committee of the 5-year development plan discusses preparing the financial and economic framework for the plan, future directions and the importance of integration between various sectors. Welcome to our news centre. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq received a cable of thanks from the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in reply to His Majesty's cable of condolences on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Mish'al bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. His Majesty the Sultan also received a cable of thanks from His Highness Sheikh Mish'al al-Ahmad al-Jabir al-Sabah, Amir of the State of Kuwait, in reply to His Majesty's cable of condolences on the death of Sheikh Fadil Khalid al-Salman al-Sabah. Greetings of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq to His Excellency Qais Said, President of the Tunisian Republic, were conveyed by His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal al-Busaidi, Minister of Interior, during His Excellency the President's reception of Their Highnesses and Excellencies, the Arab Interior Ministers, participating in the 42nd session of the Council of Arab Interior Ministers. The Council of Arab Interior Ministers awarded His Majesty the Sultan the Prince Naif Medal for Arab Security of the highest distinction, the most prestigious Arab Security Medal. This honour recognises His Majesty's significant role in strengthening the bonds of brotherhood and cooperation among Arab nations and supporting peace and stability in the region. The medal was received by His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal al-Busaidi, Minister of Interior, while leading the delegation of the Sultanate of Oman at the 42nd ministerial meeting in Tunisia. The 8th edition of the Indian Ocean Conference, hosted by the Sultanate of Oman under the theme Voyage to New Horizons of Maritime Partnership, begun in Muscat. More details in the following report. The 8th edition of the Indian Ocean Conference, hosted by the Sultanate of Oman under the theme Voyage to New Horizons of Maritime Partnership, begun in Muscat. The conference aims to enhance cooperation in various economic and security aspects among countries bordering the Indian Oceans, in addition to countries that have interests in this ocean.
This event is a very important platform since it is a good chance to share the experiences, the knowledge with countries looking over Indian Ocean in order to come out with the solutions for several challenges facing the environment and the climate change in the region.
The conference seeks to inform countries and participants about the capabilities enjoyed by the Sultanate of Oman in various economic and investment aspects.
This conference is important to bring together leaders, especially the foreign ministers of all the countries in the Indian Ocean region. More than 25 foreign ministers are here. They will discuss about the challenges these countries face and how important powers like India and Oman can come together to help all the countries in addressing these challenges of supply chains, challenges of economy, challenges of climate, humanitarian challenges like evacuations and sea level rises.
Today, about 80% of the trade in essential goods and services is via sea. And security at sea is an important topic. We see increasing risks related to the potential confrontation at sea. And as the International Committee of the Red Cross, for us it is key to engage with Oman, with states around the Indian Ocean, in order to promote international humanitarian law, in order to promote and discuss humanitarian issues that may arise with regard to any confrontation at sea.
The conference discussed ways to enhance maritime partnerships, improve trade ties, support sustainable development and issues related to maritime security, ensure freedom of navigation, and benefit from modern technologies to enhance port security and governance. The ISEF Middle East Scholarship Forum kicked off today to explore major opportunities for student exchange and research partnerships and consider ways to enhance cooperation among regional higher education institutions and their Omani counterparts. More details in the following report.
With the participation of more than 60 international universities and institutions with leading scientific programs, the ISEF Middle East Scholarship Summit was held today, aiming to attract international students.
Well, one of the key objectives of this summit is to look into a cooperation between many institutes. We have a lot of international organizations joining us over here, plus local organization, and we're hoping that we can get some sort of cooperation, MOUs signed, and all in the benefit of the community through scholarship schemes to our students.
The forum aims to review scholarship, qualification, and training programs in line with national visions in the region, discuss the most important opportunities for student exchange and scientific and research partnerships, and ways to enhance them between regional higher education institutions and their Omani counterparts.
It always gives us an opportunity to interact with international universities, to interact with people who are responsible for international exchange, student exchange. It also teaches us a lot more about what's going on globally and how we can take the right actions to provide our students in Oman with the best opportunities to become global citizens.
I think the benefit of holding a summit like this here in Oman is that we bring together people from across the region, from the scholarship organisations, and then educators from all the main study destinations, so that's Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the USA and the UK. And we really look at aligning both the opportunities for those young learners, so those people wishing to go overseas and study, with the skill needs and the shortage gaps that happen within the market, so that young people can go away, have a great education, and then come back and find great outcomes and hopefully propel the economic needs of the market.
A series of discussion sessions that address national and regional trends in the field of scholarships took part in the forum, as well as a review on the experiences of governments, bodies, scholarship providers, and educational organizations with regard to international higher education and scholarships. The forum also reviewed the views of specialists on trends in international higher education and their impact on the Gulf region, bridged the gap between academia and industry.
The second edition of the ISEF Middle East Scholarship Summit comes in to strengthen the academic ties across the Gulf and beyond. This is Ruqayya Rashid Al-Khdairi reporting for the Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Thank you, Ruqayya. The Supervisory Committee of the 11th Five-Year Development Plan discussed during its meeting the latest developments in preparing the financial and economic framework for the plan, future directions and upcoming steps to ensure the preparation of a comprehensive development plan. The committee also touched on the importance of including in the plan programs and projects to implement the priorities of indicators of Oman Vision 2040 as planned, taking into account enhancing the growth of projects that are expected to provide added value to the national economy and provide job opportunities for citizens. The committee reviewed the executive position of the plan, which reflected the progress in its preparation stages. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Mohammed Al-Saqri, Minister of Economy, Chairman of the committee. The Ministry of Information organised the developmental session towards a national framework for dealing with social media. The session aims to address digital challenges in raising children and enhancing community awareness about the safe use of social media in building an aware society. The session addressed the results of the research team's study towards a national framework for the use of social media in the Sultanate of Oman, which showed that 78% of children in the Sultanate of Oman use social media applications, in addition to the fact that 99% of Omanis used the WhatsApp application as the most used social media platform. The developmental session discusses strategic directions, including raising the awareness of the family and the youth about responsible use of social media sites by implementing awareness campaigns and programs directed at families and youth. Still to come in our news bulletin. Oman Cardiopulmonary Resuscitation Association Conference discusses the use of artificial intelligence techniques in this field. Welcome back to the newsroom from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with WHO, officially launched the National Survey on Non-Communicable Diseases and preparations for its second phase, alongside training for field teams. More details coming up in the following report.
Non-communicable diseases NCDs such as diabetes, heart diseases, cancer and obesity pose one of the greatest threats to the public health in Oman and globally. These diseases are responsible for 80% of total deaths, making their prevention and management a top priority. In response to the Minister of Health, in collaboration with the World Health Organization, has launched the National Survey on Non-Communicable Diseases, a vital step towards understanding these conditions and the risk factors driving them.
So the National NCD Survey, or Non-Communicable Diseases Survey for the year 2025, we're here for the official launch of this survey. We will be commencing from today a 5-day training for field workers who will be working in the field from April onwards to assess the burden of non-communicable diseases. We know obviously that there is a big burden of or number of patients who attend our facilities, but this survey will help us assess the burden within the community.
The survey aims to collect accurate data that will help shape more effective health policies, strengthen prevention strategies, and enhance early detection efforts, ultimately boosting the healthcare system's ability to tackle this growing burden.
Today in Oman, we are actually supporting the country in implementing its national survey with a second repeat national stepwise approach survey, which actually tackle the non-communicable disease risk factors. So what are the risk factors? The main risk factors that we will be talking about in this survey are the tobacco use, the unhealthy diet, the physical inactivity, and the mental health, as well as the biological measurements for the blood pressure, the raised blood glucose, the obesity, and the cholesterol and the lipid profile.
With the second phase of the survey set to launch in April, field teams will collect comprehensive health data through detailed questionnaires, clinical assessments, and blood tests for sugar and cholesterol levels. To ensure the highest scientific standards, all participants in the survey will undergo specialized training. The National Survey on Non-Communicable Diseases is a pivotal step in safeguarding public health, with dedicated healthcare professionals leading the effort. However, true success depends on community awareness, prevention, and early detection. By working together, we can build a healthier future for all. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Thank you, Abdullah. And still in the health field, in a crucial effort to advance emergency medicine and resuscitation practices, Samail Hospital hosted the Oman Resuscitation Society Conference 2025, highlighting cutting-edge developments in resuscitation, trauma management and emergency care. Here is a report.
Continuous training and research in life-saving techniques are vital, particularly in high-risk situations such as cardiac arrests and severe trauma cases. To enhance emergency preparedness and improve patients' outcomes, Samail Hospital hosted the Oman Resuscitation Society Conference 2025, bringing together over 80 top healthcare professionals, emergency responders and critical care specialists to discuss the latest advancements in resuscitation and emergency medicine.
The importance of keeping the guidelines and updating the doctors and professionals, either being doctors, professional, or the paramedics like nurses. All nowadays it is mandatory to have these certificates every 2 years for all people who are practicing in the medical field, which is the advanced cardiac support and as well basic life support. And when we set the guideline, we reduce the complication, we reduce the fault which can happen during the practice of this, and we can save a better number of cases after doing this in a proper way with the better guidelines.
Experts presented updates on crucial topics, including resuscitation ethics, challenges and controversies, updates in post-arrest care management, and the future of defibrillation.
Conferences are all about resuscitation. So part of the resuscitation is trauma resuscitation. So being a trauma surgeon, I'm presenting a paper today about the latest updates in trauma surgery resuscitation. So basically I'm going to give a little bit of a historical perspective. And then from there, I'm going to update the audience about the latest in resuscitating trauma patients, like blood transfusion, ICU management, and surgical management of trauma patients.
I'll be talking about acute care surgery, and I'll be focusing on recent advancement in this field and the challenges that we face in Oman specifically, and I'll be making some recommendations for the future. I think there is a lot of potential on the use of AI, augmented reality, not in terms of treatment only, but also in terms of training, simulation, research, and so on. And I think we are moving in the right direction. We're at the right place at the moment, but there is a lot of potential for the future.
At this stage, I know that I'm still a student and I still lack a lot of information, but actually this conference add a lot of me. It add a lot of tips that I will have it to the end of my life in how to act if I have seen such a situation. So of course it add a lot of things, and it adjusts things up to the point that I need it at this stage and at after.
These sessions also explored new approaches in childhood asthma resuscitation and treatment, advancements in shock management, and fluid resuscitation in children. Experts here are shaping the future of resuscitation and emergency care, driving innovations that will save lives when every second counts. Reporting from the Wilaya of Samail, this is Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
Thank you, Saleh. Health officials in South Al-Batina Governorate stressed the importance of early screening and the need for advanced specializations in the field. The dermatology conference organized by the health services in the Governorate aimed to highlight the contributions of modern sciences in dermatology. The conference brought together over 150 consultants and dermatologists from various healthcare institutions across the Sultanate of Oman. It also reviewed research findings on treatment of common skin diseases, including rashes, eczema, and more. The conference highlighted the role of modern technology with robots and augmented reality, showcasing key topics as this innovation helped present the latest medical research in dermatology. Oman has launched a new initiative to combat tuberculosis, focusing on migrant workers and strengthening healthcare security through digital health systems and strategic partnerships. The project aims to improve diagnosis, treatment and prevention efforts across the country.
A new initiative to tackle tuberculosis in Oman follows a detailed study highlighting the most active TB cases are linked to migrant workers, a key part of Oman society. The project aims to strengthen health security and expand preventative health care to safeguard the well-being of all community members.
Tuberculosis continues to be a major global health issue, impacting millions each year. The launch of the latent TB screening and treatment program highlights the Ministry of Health commitment to public health effort. This goes hand in hand with the global effort to eliminate the disease.
By implementing digital health systems, the project improves diagnosis and treatment accuracy, ensures comprehensive coverage, and enables quick tracking of health cases to reduce TB spread. The potential of integrating artificial intelligence into diagnostic and treatment programs to further elevate healthcare quality and strengthen the fight against infectious diseases in Oman is of great importance. This project reinforces Oman's commitment to improving healthcare for all, including migrant workers, and strives to create a safe and healthy environment for both individuals and the community.
Thank you, Afra. The Royal Oman Police received a new batch of citizens holding a general education diploma. The batch will join the Police Recruits Institute at the Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences to undergo a number of educational programs, military training, legal studies and physical exercises that will enable them to perform their national duties. This comes after the continuous effort that the Royal Oman Police, in coordination with the Ministry of Labour, exert to employ Omani youth in different ROP units. At-Tahayim winter season 2025 has officially come to a close in the wilaya of Ja'lan, Bani Bu Hassan in South al-Sharqiyya Governorate. The season's events witnessed widespread community engagement along with significant participation from small and medium enterprises that helped to boost the wilaya's tourism, as it is a local's favourite spot to enjoy the winter time. Known for its rich Bedouin heritage, the festival's heritage village showcased the soulful melodies of the traditional hand-woven textiles, ancient decorative arts and authentic local cuisines, offering a true reflection of the wilaya's cultural identity and a way of life. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. Greetings of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq to His Excellency Qais Said, President of the Tunisian Republic, are conveyed. The Council of Arab Interior Ministers awards His Majesty the Sultan Prince Naif Medal for Arab Security of the highest distinction, the most prestigious Arab Security Medal. The Sultanate of Oman affirms during the launch of the Indian Ocean Conference the shared responsibility to protect the marine environment, ensure freedom of navigation and enhance cooperation and dialogue. The ISEF Middle East Scholarship Forum discusses in Muscat the student exchange opportunities, scientific and research partnerships and scholarship challenges. And the Supervisory Committee of the 5-year development plan discusses preparing the financial and economic framework for the plan, future directions and the importance of integration between various sectors. With that, we do come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studios, it is good night, stay safe and have a lovely week.